they were doing maneuvers over the building, and you could hear the whirl of a helicopter going over. It might have been the life flight over to the hospital. He hits the ground and crawls under my desk and starts yelling. This farm boy from the middle of Nebraska found himself over in the Mideast and experiencing terrible things. They never went away for him, even when he came back. They were still being relived in his head. We worked with him for quite a long time, and I'll never forget the moment, months later, when he kind of is taken aback in therapy. I said, well, what happened? And he said, it's over. As if prior to that time, it wasn't, the war was still going on. It wasn't over. It's like it wasn't over inside of him. But I wish anybody who ever wrote a check to the center could have seen that moment, because that's what they're doing. When they donate to the center, they're helping people like that come to a place that they wouldn't have come to otherwise, in a very powerful, important, and poignant place.
Reported that they had inadequate time to deal with all of the pastoral counseling needs of their congregations. Human Services had cut back on the services they were providing for mental health needs, and psychiatrists were reporting a mind-boggling number of stress-related disorders in the community. Things haven't changed. There still is a great need for the services of the Samaritan Counseling Center in Lincoln. The mission of the Samaritan Counseling Center is to provide professional counseling programs that integrate an individual's own values and beliefs in the process of emotional, spiritual, and physical healing. That is a holistic aspect to counseling that is unique about the Samaritan Counseling Center.
They incorporate the spiritual aspect. They understand that for a lot of people within the community, spirituality and their faith plays a large part in their emotional and mental healing.
Mennonite is one of the covenant churches, and so we support the Samaritan Center with an annual contribution, and then we also refer people to the Samaritan Center for counseling, and occasionally take advantage of a workshop that they provide for congregations that are their covenant congregations. Knowing that when we refer somebody to Samaritan counseling, that they're going to be seen by trained counselors who receive supervision and receive good services is very reassuring.
I think it's extremely important to support the center because the community here in Lincoln needs centers where people feel comfortable in incorporating their spirituality and their faith.
What you do when you write that check is you help that young man who has the war still going on in his head. You help that person with a severe mental disorder learn how to wrestle with the monsters so that they don't get eaten up. You've helped that single mom raise that kid, and that kid's going to grow up and be a responsible, contributing member of society.
I can be a good member of this society. When I received the support from this center, I was really appreciated, and I just talked to myself and talked to God at the time, and I just wanted to become that kind of person.